Today I want to talk about another common objection to Christian nonviolence, which is, what would you do if somebody came in to harm your family? Before we get started, it is important to note that this is an emotional argument. Emotional arguments aren't necessarily wrong. They can be good places to start, but if they're what you try to hang your hat on, they're not very good when you pit them against a cumulative case, which we have made here in this series. Being able to empathize with a situation doesn't make it right. As a great example, in 2 Kings, where we have two families who are starving and they trade their children and kill them and go to cannibalize them, we might be able to empathize with wanting to save one's family and doing that. Nevertheless, murdering your child and eating them is wrong. The first assumption with this argument is that there is no agency involved, that we know what the result's going to be when somebody comes into our house to attack us. It assumes that we can't change their mind, and it assumes that there's no agency on my part or another person's part, the aggressor's part. Second, there's a big assumption that my actions of violence are going to be positively affecting the situation, whereas we do know that using violence oftentimes can increase the damage done at the end and often fails, especially when you've got a novice victim and you've got an aggressor who has come prepared for battle. Third, this argument is often steeped in selfishness. People are wanting to defend their families because of the imminent destruction that faces them. Yet, we've talked about abortion and going by abortion clinics and knowing that murders are going on there, or our government is murdering people in other countries. And that's like, we wring our hands and we don't really address that. When it's our family, we have to act swiftly and we have to act with great force and we have to act right away. But when it comes to other people, especially foreign people, they can wait. We've got other means that we can attempt to use first. Finally, there's an assumption that we can act objectively when our family is being harmed. This is exactly why Augustine, the great just war theologian, was against self-defense. He said, I can kill objectively for the state who commands me to, but if somebody comes in to harm my family, I can't act in love because I'm going to have hate and selfishness and all these things that are behind my action of violence. Christians realize that saying 3 words, I deny Christ, is not warranted even to save oneself or one's family. Yet we somehow believe that violent acts of hatred are justified against someone we determine to be an enemy, so long as they protect our family.